Sebum production is one of the most common skincare problems that affects a lot of people. Excessive sebum production can cause a variety of skin issues like enlarged pores, frequent breakouts, greasy skin, and many more. The good thing is it can be controlled, and it is quite easy to control it if you follow the right measures. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, we will discuss on excessive sebum production and what you can do to keep it under control. If you are someone dealing with oily skin, you've probably already heard about remedy measures like face cleansing twice a day, proper moisturization, and a lot other. All these steps help, but trust me, your skin needs something more. In this video, I will be sharing with you some of the extremely effective remedies for excessive sebum production, things you might not have heard before. Now let's get started. Sebum is an oily substance produced by the sebaceous glands, located beneath the skin's surface. Its primary function is to keep our skin moisturized and create a protective barrier against external elements. Sebum is produced in the skin through a process called sebumogenesis. Sebaceous glands are responsible for secreting sebum. These tiny glands are scattered throughout our skin, with a higher concentration on the face, scalp, and chest. The sebaceous glands, which are located within the skin, take in fatty acids and cholesterol from the bloodstream. These components are then processed within the sebaceous glands to create sebum. The composition of sebum can vary among individuals and can be influenced by factors such as genetics, age, and hormonal changes. Now the big question is, how to control it? The first and probably the most effective remedy is to reduce excess body heat. Excess body heat is one of the least talked aspects of skincare, but at the same time, it is one of the major causes of excessive sebum production. Studies have shown that more than 80% of people suffering from oily skin have excess body heat problems. If you have the problem of excess body heat, the body's natural mechanism to cool your body down overactivates the sweat and sebaceous glands. This overactivated sebaceous gland is responsible for producing excess sebum production. Excess body heat also dilates the blood vessels near the skin surface to dissipate heat. This increased blood flow can stimulate the sebaceous glands to produce more sebum. So, how can you reduce the excess body heat? Drinking coconut water daily is an extremely effective way of reducing excess body heat. It naturally has cooling properties that is quite helpful in keeping the body calm and hydrated. Cold foot bath is another tried and tested method to reduce body heat. The cold water can absorb excess body heat, helping in keeping the body temperature down. Just dip your foot in cold water every day for about 10 minutes before going to bed. This is something that I highly recommend based on my own experience. Similarly, using clay pots to store drinking water can also help reduce body heat. The small microscopic pores present in the clay pot naturally cool down the water through air circulation. I have an entire post on my website about excess body heat and how you can reduce it. You can also check that out if you want. Now time for the second remedy, which is to make dietary changes. Foods with a high glycemic index, such as sugary and processed carbohydrates, can lead to rapid spikes in blood sugar levels. This, in turn, may trigger the release of insulin, which can influence sebum production. Some studies suggest that consuming a diet high in unhealthy fat can lead to increased sebum production. Also, dairy products have been associated with increased sebum production in some individuals. So, avoid eating sugary and processed foods. Also cut down unhealthy fat and dairy products and increase the consumption of zinc-rich foods since they are scientifically proven to help regulate sebum production. Another extremely effective remedy is to avoid frequent snacking. Eating frequently can lead to chronically elevated insulin levels, which can disrupt hormone balance in the body. Insulin resistance, a condition where cells become less responsive to insulin, can develop with constant spikes in insulin levels. Elevated insulin levels can stimulate the sebaceous glands to produce more sebum. This is why intermittent fasting is becoming quite popular in skincare these days. It can help regulate insulin sensitivity and promote more stable blood sugar levels, potentially reducing the likelihood of excessive sebum production. Next is to manage stress level. Stress can increase sebum production, and this is primarily due to the complex interplay between the nervous system, endocrine system, and skin. Stress triggers the release of stress hormones, primarily cortisol, from the adrenal glands. Stress hormones like cortisol can stimulate the sebaceous glands to produce more sebum. So, start performing light exercises daily. Also consider breathing exercises and yoga, as they can lower the effect of chronic stress. You can also take ashwagandha powder, as it is scientifically proven to contain stress-relieving properties. You can also try adding niacinamide to your skincare routine. Several studies have backed niacinamide as an extremely potent ingredient in regulating sebum production. The anti-inflammatory property of niacinamide can significantly help in keeping the sebaceous gland less active, resulting in lesser sebum production. To incorporate niacinamide into your skincare routine, you can use products like serums, moisturizers, or creams that contain this ingredient. It's typically well tolerated by most skin types, including sensitive skin. Another thing that I highly recommend is to use clay masks. Clay masks can be beneficial for managing sebum production and controlling excess oil on the skin. They contain natural absorbent characteristics that can remove excess oil and pollutants from the skin's surface, hence reducing shine and oiliness. They are also capable of penetrating the pores and can help to remove the trapped sebum. Fuller's Earth is one of the most popular clay masks. You can mix it with other ingredients such as sandalwood powder, turmeric, and gram flour for extra benefits. So, these were some of the effective remedies for excessive sebum production. In addition to that, it is also crucial to properly cleanse your face at least twice a day and follow it with a good moisturizer. You can use blotting papers to temporarily reduce the appearance of excess oil on the skin's surface. However, they do not address the underlying causes of excessive sebum production. Also, drink enough water since dehydrated skin can trigger an increase in oil production as the body tries to compensate for the lack of moisture. That's all for today. Hope you all liked the video. Please support me by liking the video and kindly subscribe to the channel so that I can bring more such informative videos for you. Thank you for watching.